Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today, as promised, I'm going to show you how to make my beautiful moon coasters. So we're going to need a 5mm hook, and we're using Stylecraft Special Aran Yarn in the colours Denim, Midnight, Gold and Camel. Now in my original pattern I don't use denim, I use aster, but today I'm going to be using denim as I have run out of aster from all the lovely orders that I've received. So we're going to start off with our lighter blue colour. I'm using the denim, and we're going to grab our 5mm hook. We're going to start off by making a slip knot. And we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2 and 3. We're then going to work into the third loop from our hook, and that is going to be classed as our ring. So instead of a magic ring, we're going to use the chain. We're then going to put 16 double crochets into that chain. So to make the double crochet, we're going to yarn over, go into the ring or the chain, yarn over our hook, bring that through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and repeat that all the way around so that you have 16 double crochets, and the chain does not count as a stitch. Once you've completed your 16 double crochets, you're then going to slip stitch to the first stitch that you made, so not the chain because we're not counting that as a stitch, but to the first double crochet. And then we're going to chain 1 and fasten off. We're then going to move our light blue to the side, and we're going to grab our light yellow, or we can use a cream, it depends on what look you're going for. We're then going to take our light yellow colour, I'm using camel, and make a slip knot, and then we're going to attach it where we fastened off. So the same stitch that we fastened off in, I'm just going to pop it in and slip stitch it on. I'm then going to fold these 2 tail ends over so they're laying flat along the stitches in between the hook and the working yarn, and then going to chain 1. I'm going to put a single crochet into the next stitch. So we're going to go into the stitch, yarn over, bring up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Then into the next stitch I'm going to put a half double crochet, so I'm going to yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over the hook and pull that through. So we've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and through all 3. And then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and into the next we're going to put 1 half double crochet and 1 double crochet. So 1 half double crochet and 1 double crochet. Into each of the next 2 you're going to put 2 double crochets in each. So 1, 2, and then 2 into the next. Into the next stitch we're going to put 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2, 1 half double crochet into the next, 1 single crochet into the next, and then we're going to slip stitch to the next stitch and fasten off. So chain 1 and fasten off. Now we're going to grab our light blue colour again and make a slip knot, and we're going to attach that in the stitch before the slip stitch from the yellow. I'm going to tuck that tail end over, so I'm working over it. Chain up 1, and we're going to put 2 single crochets into the same space. So back down into where we slip stitched and put 2 single crochets. And now for all the yellow stitches, we're going to be working in the back loop only. So for the next stitch, we're going to work into the back loop only and put 1 single crochet, and then 1 single crochet into the next stitch, back loop only, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, back loop only. And remember, just for the yellow ones, we're working in the back loop only. When we get around to the blue, we'll be working as usual through both loops. In the next stitch, we're going to put an increase, so we're going to put 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet into each of the next 3. Then increase, then 1 into each of the next 3, increase, 1 into each of the next 3, and you repeat that until you get around to the beginning again. If you want the written pattern for this, you can go into my Etsy and the link will be below for you and you can purchase it from there. So I'm just working over the tail end here as well, and we're working through both of those loops. I'm then going to slip stitch to the first stitch that we made. And don't worry if it looks a bit curled up at the moment, it will uncurl itself. We're then going to chain 1, and the chain 1 does not count as a stitch. We're going to increase into the first stitch, so put 2 single crochets into the first stitch, which is the same space that we slip stitched into. 1 and 2. And then we're going to put 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, and we're going to repeat that around. So we do an increase, 1 single crochet in the next 4, increase, 1 single crochet in each of the next 4. And because we're working into blue, we're working into both loops, just as a usual single crochet. And then when we get to the end, we're going to slip stitch to the first stitch that we made, chain 1 and fasten off. You can of course do an invisible join if you prefer. So that is what we have so far. We're now going to attach our midnight colour, or our dark blue colour. We're going to make a slip knot and attach where we fastened off with a slip stitch. Pop those 2 tail ends between our working yarn and our hook, so laying flat on our stitches, and then chain 1. We're then going to put 1 single crochet into the same space, and the chain 1 does not count as a stitch. And then we're going to increase into the next stitch, so 2 single crochets into this next stitch. Then we're going to put 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. And then we're going to increase, so 2 single crochets into the next and 1 into each of the next 5 stitches, and repeat that all the way around. So when you get to the last 5 stitches, you should be putting an increase and then 1 into each of the next 4, because we put 1 single crochet at the beginning, so therefore that will be the 5. And then we're just going to slip stitch to the first stitch that we made. If you want the written pattern for this, you can find that below, and also all the colours and everything that I've used will be linked down below for you as well in the description box. So for our next round, we're going to chain up 1. We're going to put 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, so back down into that same space because the chain 1 does not count as a stitch, and put 1 single crochet, 1 in the next, 1 in the next, and 1 in the next, and then we're going to increase. So 1, 2 stitches, and then we're going to put 1 single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Then we're going to increase 1 and 2 into the same space, and then 1 in each of the next 6, and repeat that until you get all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. So when you get back around to the beginning, you should have 3 stitches left, and we're going to increase into the first, then 1 single crochet into each of the next 2. Then going to slip stitch to the first stitch, and we're going to chain 1 and fasten off. And just going to stretch our work a little bit, and of course block these if you prefer, but they will lay nice and flat. Okay, so for our last and final round, we are going to grab our gold colour and we're going to make a slip knot. We're going to attach it where we fastened off with a slip stitch, and we're going to chain 1. And we're going to do this round quite loosely. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the next stitch. We've got our chain 1, and we're going to go into our next stitch, and we're going to slip stitch. We're then going to chain 1, and we're going to go into the next stitch and slip stitch, and repeat that all the way around. So we're going to chain our 1, slip stitch to the next stitch, chain 1, slip stitch to the next stitch, and we're not putting that slip stitch tight, we're just slip stitching through. Chain 1 and loosely slip stitch, and just repeat that all the way around until you get back to the beginning. So when we get back round to the beginning, we're going to chain 1, slip stitch to that next one, chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch to the bottom of the first slip stitch that we made, then chain 1 and fasten off. Pull that tight, and then we're just going to turn our work over, weave in our ends, and then snip them, and do the same here. So we're going to go in and weave it in here, and I'll do that off camera quickly for you. So that is the beautiful coaster. I will have the placemat pattern for this coming out very, very soon as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And there you have it, your brand new coaster. And the back looks a little something like this. If you've enjoyed this tutorial, guys, make sure to give it a big thumbs up for me. Drop me a comment below if you have any questions. And remember, the links for everything to do with this tutorial are down below in the description box. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with your friends. So as some of you may know, I have a new book out. This is the one that I got as the proof. So it has got this big line across it, but that is not going to be on the one that you purchase. So this is called Creative Crocheters Companion, and it has a lot of lovely pages inside it to help you with your design process. So everyone who gets stuck on colours and what colours to use for their blankets or their projects, it has a load of different colour schemes in here which you can refer to, and also notes at the bottom where you can write what kind of pattern you would do for each kind of colour scheme. We then have amigurumi shapes, so it has a few different types of shapes in here for amigurumis. It's just base shapes, and then you can design whatever you want onto the shape. And also you have your notes pages as well that you can write on, and then the mini versions to keep designing and get it how you want it to be. Lots of different various shapes for different amigurumis. Then you've also got your clothing designs, so we've got the hat with the ear flaps with the notes, or lots of the same one that you can then colour in and design how you prefer it to be. And you can also refer back to the colour schemes for these patterns. You've then got your standard bobble beanie, your jumper or sweater, lovely scarf pattern, and then we obviously got our blanket designs as well. So we have just the bog standard kind of striped blanket. You can also write notes next to them as to which stitch you prefer to use, and you can colour them in with using the colour schemes at the front to see which patterns or which colours you prefer. So this is for, say, a granny square as well, if you wanted to do a granny square blanket. And then we have the best part about this book, which is the roll the dice games. So if you don't have a dice, I have this here as well in the book, so you can cut it out, you can make it up into a dice, so you have a little dice of your own. So you can make mythical creatures, animals, fruit, blankets, bags, hats. Basically what you do is you roll the dice, whichever one you get is the one that you go to. You then go to that page, you'd roll the dice, get your animal, roll the dice, get your facial expression, roll the dice, get the size of it, and then roll the dice and get their accessory. Then you can use the note section to write all this down and to write your pattern onto as well. So that is my brand new book that is now out on Amazon, and you can purchase that, and I'll pop the link down below for you as well. Until next time guys, bye for now.